A former UN Special Rapporteur on violence against women, Radhika Kumaraswamy, is often credited with raising international awareness of Japan's forced sexual enslavement of women during wartime. She sat down with a group of Korean reporters this week and harshly criticized Japan's lack of repentance on this issue. Yulian reports.
Marking the 50 years since the end of World War II in 1996, Radhika Kumaraswamy released a report to the UN on the history of Japan's military sexual enslavement to raise international awareness over the issue. She concluded through the report that Japan's enslavement of foreign women was a violation of international law and urged Tokyo to make an official apology.
Under their will and control. And from what we saw and heard from these comfort women, it was very clear that it was a situation of slavery. They were kept in very small cubicles and in little cubicles and were given and were made to take care of Japanese soldiers, quite a large number actually, but sort of more than 8 a day at least. So it was a situation to us of slavery.
Japan did make a partial apology back in 1993 through the Kono Statement, but recently re-examined the document, casting doubt on whether its admittance of coercing women into sexual slavery was based on solid evidence. But Kumaraswamy says there is ample evidence.
Looking at some historical material on this issue, as well as interviews with Japanese women's NGOs, makes it very clear that this was mostly coercive.
She went on to say that Japan's efforts to legitimize the sexual enslavement system during that time period simply made no sense.
And of course this happened because the Japanese army felt this was better than letting the army loose on the civilian population. There had been a lot of rapes in Nanking. So it responded by having this system of military sexual slavery. But that's not a response by any stretch of the imagination.
Expressing frustration over Japan's recent hardline stance, Kumaraswamy emphasized that Japan needs to provide the victims the compensation and justice they so deserve.
It is very clear from the evidence that this was a coercive set of practices. It is also very clear that it did not come up in the Tokyo discussions. So why not accept, do the right thing, apologize and give compensation? Why is it not being done?
Yulian, Arirang News.